Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 10th. We're just going to jump right in here, Virgo, and we are going to see what is going on for you in your, sorry, I'm choking, in your general energies in this first row here. Next, we're going to look at anything unexpected that could be coming in for you in this next row right here. And then we're going to look at any messages from your future self in this third row right here. And in your last row, we are going to look at the good stuff. Anything good, anything that shows up here is going to be positive no matter what. We're also going to pull 5 main themes at the end, and I'm also going to answer one question, kind of like a personalish question. You start off with this hindrance card. It says, fate has blocked this path for you. I kind of feel like if there's any confusion at all, Virgo, in your life, that you're being led in a much better direction. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You have this risk card. I feel like every reading I've done for you, like this year, has been about taking some sort of risk or needing to take a risk or needing to put yourself out there. So if you feel blocked, I actually feel like you're being blocked from going in the wrong direction. You start off with the 7 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hermit. I feel like you need to start something that you haven't started on yet with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like he's much more prepared. Before I jump to the other camera, I just want to show you that he's like much more prepared for a journey towards fulfillment, the 9 of Cups. But you have the Page of Pentacles right here. The Page of Pentacles, I feel in a reading like this with the Knight of Pentacles over here, it's kind of like saying that in the near future, you could be thinking that there's more for you to learn right here. But it's basically saying you know everything. That's what the Knight of Pentacles says, Virgo. It says that you have all the knowledge and wisdom you need to start planting seeds in these fields. I feel like you're kind of maybe in a position or a time where you could feel like you're confusing yourself or where something is confusing. The 7 of Cups just says, once you make a decision, you move forward. Once you take the risk to, have something in your life, then you'll be successful. So how do we truly have something in our life with the 7 of Cups? Well, we need to, if we want love, for example, we need to have love in our life, but we can't be scattering our thoughts, thinking about all the what ifs with the 7 of Cups. If we're thinking scattered thoughts, then we're going to get scattered energy. Same thing with business. We can't be getting into a business and immediately thinking, when am I going to lose all my money? Am I going to be able to put food on the table? You're creating conflicting energy here. And that's what I feel like this hindrance is really talking about. It's just saying, accept the cup into your life, and I know it's a hard thing to do, and don't create that competing energy, right? And you're only competing with yourself here. We see that here with the 5 of Wands. Pretty straightforward reading. You show up in a very strong position as well. You show up as yourself with the Hermit card, so I really feel you're like in a position of power and strength in this reading. But again, I feel like the conflict is more a mental conflict with that 5 of Wands, like feeling like you don't deserve something or like something shouldn't be in your life. And trust me, I've been there, right? With pretty much everything. So I'm a Pisces. I overthink things to death. So I totally get it. But I would just start correcting the thoughts. People always ask me, what do you do? And I'm like, I still have those thoughts, but I just say cancel. Like whenever I have a thought like, oh, all my money's going to disappear, or, oh, this person's going to leave me, I just say cancel. There is no evidence to prove this. And then, again, Esther Hicks says you only need 17 seconds of focus on what you do want. So then I spend over 17 seconds kind of imagining what I do want in the situation. Totally changed my life. And again, it's free. With the 7 of Cups, you have the Judgment card. Again, probably waking up to what you truly want. So, again, when you know exactly what you want, then life becomes much more clear. So it's like you know exactly what you want, but there could still just be a little bit of that kind of conflicting energy lingering around. And again, it never truly goes away. But I think redirecting your thoughts is a trick in this reading, at least in the first row here. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the 8 of Swords, needing to realize that you're much more free than you realize. 8 of Swords says if one way doesn't work, try another. It's kind of like an energy of just being stuck up against a wall and not seeing any way around it, even though there is. So it's about opening up to other ways of doing things, and that's exactly what I would do here with this 8 of Swords. With the Hermit, you have the 10 of Swords. It came up in reverse, which is interesting. I don't know how that would happen. I don't read reversals, but I kind of feel that you're ending something. Again, that hindrance card is really telling me that something is coming to an end. And what's really funny is that I do feel like there could be something coming to an end here, probably a relationship, but it barely shows up in the reading, which is interesting, which tells me that either you, I think it's you, just intuitively I feel it's you, have removed your energy from a past person. So it's like maybe it's still kind of like lingering in your energy a little bit, but it's like you're finally moving past it. So it's not even worth mentioning the Ten of Swords. That's what I feel intuitively. You have this risk card. Again, the only risk right now is not taking a risk is what I feel intuitively. So I pretty much feel everyone should be taking some risks. And we're talking about calculated risk here. We're talking about the risk of exposure again. I always talk about this because we're entering into the age of Aquarius or whatever you want to call it. And it's all about being your own little star, shining your light, right? So the risk that we're taking is the risk of being exposed for whatever, right? So pretty much everyone probably has the same fears around taking a risk right now, around, writing a book and putting it out there, around starting a YouTube channel or a business or getting into a relationship with a person that you think is like too good for you or whatever the case may be, right? And so it's like the risk of being found out, but it's not true. That's the whole point. You have the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Wands here. Again, I feel this is mental conflict. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, I just feel you need to focus on your own thoughts and kind of practice redirecting your thoughts. I don't even think you have to be perfect at doing this. Just kind of like whenever you have a negative thought, say cancel, and then, just focus for like at least 17 seconds on what you do want in the situation. And again, I feel it'll help out big time with that Five of Wands. You have the Six of Cups here as well. So a little bit of thinking of the past. Again, if you're dealing with a past person, you might think about this person from time to time, but for the most part, I feel like you're kind of moving past this. What I would say is you do have the Judgment card to the Six of Cups to the Page of Pentacles in this first diagonal here. So I would be careful if you don't want to hear from someone, if you know that it's going to mess up your day, then I would block that person for sure, because again, I feel like it could mess up your day here, Virgo, so you might want to protect yourself. But other than that, I really don't think you're worried. I don't think you're thinking about it too much. You have the Three of Wands. Again, I feel like you need to grow and expand. Pretty much everyone does right now. I feel like everyone feels this, even though the feeling you might actually have is restriction. And I just think that we're entering into this world where there's like a lot of empty space, as I've said to you probably 100 times. And I feel like we need to expand into this empty space with, creating, our whatever we want to create with our life, whatever we want to do with our life, whatever, it doesn't matter. But just living, kind of as you want to live is one way to do it. But I would take the risk. I feel like this is talking about taking some sort of leap of faith. With the Five of Wands, you have the Six of Cups. See, I feel like you're done with the past. Like I said, if there's a past person here, then I feel like they could be part of the reason, they could cause confusion. It's not really their fault. I just feel maybe them being in your energy field is what causes it. So I would focus on the future. With the Six of Cups, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Focus on your Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want in your life. It is the tree of life. It's total abundance, but it doesn't even have to be money. It could be whatever you see as abundant in your life. So I feel there's a lot of happiness coming in for you. I also feel like information here, Ten of Pentacles has like a little no meaning, which is that it's a card of hidden or secret knowledge. And I feel some of you could be kind of like just doing a post-mortem here, maybe after a relationship, maybe you're gathering information, or you could be just telling yourself the truth about past situations. And again, I do feel this is a good thing because clearly you have new love showing up in the next row if you want love, and it looks good to me. With the Three of Wands, you have the King of Wands. I feel like this is what everybody needs to be right now. And again, I don't think tarot should tell you what to do, but what I would say is I feel that bold, assertive energy is really going to be very helpful. And here's the other trick I would say to the time right now that we're in. If you can't be bold or assertive towards something, then maybe it's not for you, right? That could be a clue that something that you really, your soul, or that you really deep down inside, that you don't want to do something. So people always ask me, they're like, oh, I've been trying to start this business, but I just can't get going. I'm like, well, maybe that's a clue, right? Maybe that's your answer. Maybe you're not meant to do that business. Maybe there's something else. Or same thing about love as well. It's like if you can't get fired up about someone, it's like maybe it's just not for you. And this is what I feel that King of Wands is saying. And even next, you have this Groom card here. It says husband or marriage. Again, take it how it resonates. I don't attach gender to my card, so whatever you're looking for. You might not even be looking for love. The Ten of Pentacles, you have it twice, and this card says marriage. The Ten of Pentacles could be a contract. It could be you committing just to anything. It doesn't have to be love. You could be committing to something that makes you money. You could be committing to a new health routine. Again, Ten of Pentacles is like structure. So anything that could add more structure to your life, following a daily routine, anything like that, could be what you're committing to here. And whatever it is, I feel it's very positive. Ten of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Wands. And you also have the Page of Pentacles here. It's something new. So I feel a lot of you are trying new things at this time. I would say that pretty much everyone alive right now is trying new things. If you're not, you're crazy. So, I love the Page of Pentacles. It's a card of studiousness. It's a card of learning. That's like my one criticism of the energy right now. I feel like if you're trying things, you need to come up with some way to better understand it. I would say if you're trying new things in your business, make sure you're tracking it. Make sure you're taking notes and paying attention to what works and what doesn't work. The universe, I feel, really wants us to become more efficient right now so that we can do other important things, like other than working or other than love, even if you're obsessed with love. Not calling you out, but just saying, right? So I feel that this is saying keep track of what works so you can repeat it. With the Ace of Wands, there's clearly some sort of passionate new beginning coming in for you. Again, it's like one of those things. I feel like your mind isn't even on, when you find the right thing, the funny thing is here, Virgo, I feel that you're finding something that is right for you in all areas of your life. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want in your life. But it's like when you find the right thing, I feel like everything falls into place, and it's like you're not even thinking about money, right? It's like, let's say you've needed money. I feel like when you find the right thing to do in career or business or work, it's like you won't even be thinking about money, right? It's like a total mindset shift. When you find the right person to love, I feel like you just won't even be, it'll just be like easier, has a better flow. There's something here that I can't quite put my finger on with the Ace of Wands, because normally it's a card of like desire, right? And a new beginning. It's my favorite card in the deck because to me, the Ace of Wands is sometimes just what you need. It is that spark of life. It is just that, kind of like one little pop of inspiration that sometimes pushes us over the edge. And I kind of feel that energy for you here. Love it. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Again, pretty much everything you want in your life coming in for you. Again, do we ever really truly get everything we want in life? Probably not, but I think working towards it is a worthy goal. I feel like trying to accomplish everything and putting in the work, whatever that means for you, is totally worth it. And, like I said, it's a worthy goal. So that's what we'll say there. But let's see here, Virgo. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands, quick success. I feel like there's communication coming in for you. Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. For some of you, if you want love, this would be a new person, Page of Pentacles. So there could be communication coming in. You could be meeting this person through socializing, Eight of Wands, social energy. Could also be social media. I would say that it could be a fire sign or an earth sign, take it how it resonates, like I said, but could be love. For others, again, I feel like whatever, you've been waiting for is happening very, very quickly because the Eight of Wands kind of represents something that's happening fast in your life. So a quick change here, probably in your finances. It kind of makes sense to me as well because, as I've said to you before, Jupiter is retrograding. It's going to be retrograding into your opposite sign, Pisces, at the end of the month. And it will be there till like November, retrograding back, and then it's going to start moving forward. It's going to leave Pisces and officially move into Aries at the end of December. But what I would say is, that could be very interesting for your finances and making more money. Could be very good. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Fool. Definitely time for you to take a leap of faith towards this new beginning. I feel like there's a very solid, like a really nice new beginning coming in for you, especially if you're thinking about leaving something behind, which I feel like you are. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Two of Wands. Yep. Definitely. See, this new beginning is fire, is what I'm going to say to you, Virgo. I'm telling you right now, this is what this reading is adding up to. It's like sometimes, maybe you get out of a relationship and you're like, oh my God, I'm never going to find a person like this again, right? Or you get out of a business and you're like, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to repeat. Lightning doesn't strike twice. You might be saying that to yourself, but, life isn't lightning. Right? And I feel like business, it's like if you had a successful business before, probably you're going to be able to build up another one again very easily. It's like, as someone who, I had a very successful business that I lost when I was younger. I always tell a story. And then, what I've noticed? It's like I've built up multiple businesses since then. And every single time, like the time it takes me to do it is like shorter and shorter and shorter, to the point where I have a team that like helps me do things now, right? So it's like, it's like one of those things. If you don't give up, if you keep going, the learning process gets much, much easier. And I kind of feel that with the Two Wands. You're about to enter into a new world. He has that world in his hand. So I feel like you're about to find success with the Two Wands. But it's like in a new world. It's doing things that you've never done before. So love it. Definitely doing something new that's going to be successful. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this decision card. I feel like you're making the decision to move towards something new in your life. It's going to be very successful for you, obviously, based off this reading. You definitely have the best reading this week so far. And again, not trying to be clickbaity here, but, literally all the other readings were just not good. So, I don't know. It looks pretty good to me. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles here. Again, Two of Pentacles says work hard, play hard, but it's showing up in the area of the good stuff. So I feel like you will be having fun, like having a good time, doing things that you enjoy, and also working, but in a more fulfilling way. It's like whatever this new world is, it's going to be more fulfilling for you. We see that right here, Nine of Cups. It's almost like you're kind of, designing your life here, Virgo, is kind of how I feel about this. It's like I get this energy of not really comparing myself to other people if I put myself in your shoes here, that's how I read. I put myself in your shoes, basically. And I feel like you're not comparing yourself to anyone else. You're not comparing your success to anyone else. I don't know. I really like this. I feel like you're in a good place. Or if you're not here yet, I feel like this is where you're headed. So definitely getting to a much better place. And you have the Three of Pentacles, more open to teamwork. Again, if you're attracting love, to me, this is like a person. You could be finding a person who really wants to work on a team, who really kind of sees it as two people as one, to use a cliche here. I feel like you could be finding a person where it's like not too competitive. Again, I find modern day relationships, are just very like competitive, or I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's a mess out here, right? But I feel like everybody's trying to compete or something when it's like it should be two people trying to work towards like a common goal, right? At least that's how maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. You tell me, Virgo. But I feel like it shouldn't be like it is. But I don't know. Whatever. Let's see. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups. Yep, like I said, love. If you're looking for love, this reading is amazing. As I said in the 2022 love readings, to me, the end of the year was definitely highlighted for love. So doesn't really surprise me that you could be attracting something very fulfilling. Again, if you don't want love or if you already have it, then I feel like you're just attracting more fulfillment in your life, especially in your finances, which, we've pretty much talked about to death. Here you go, with the Nine of Cups, the world, you're ending a cycle, entering into a new world. You're clearly doing things that you've never done before. Two Wands really represents leaving a comfort zone. And I kind of get that feeling here where you're entering into a new world. Two of Pentacles, because you're inspired to. Ace of Wands twice, going this direction here, right here. Five of Wands is my card I call Indiana Jones, and you're taking a risk to go on a new adventure. If you're doing anything in business, like changing your business, maybe you're going from one to another, like I said, I feel like you're going to build it up much, much faster than the first time. You could be just taking a risk to kind of pivot your messaging in your business or, who knows what, but whatever it is. It's going to be very successful, clearly, for you, Virgo. That's what this reading is saying. Same thing with love as well. You could be like moving towards a different type of person, and that could be good for you as well. We're going to pull 5 main themes for you here, Virgo. Damn, Virgo. You have this camel card that says, persevere and you will overcome a problem. Again, don't give up. I think I said that at one point in your reading. I feel like you're very resourceful at this time, or you have a lot of resources. So tap into your resources. Could be people. You have this lobster. It says financial pinch. I don't think there's any issues with your finances at all. I feel like the more orderly you become, again, Ten of Pentacles is structure. So if you are in a financial pinch, I feel like this is literally saying that becoming more orderly with your finances, becoming more, I'm not saying you're irresponsible, but maybe there's some areas in your life where you could become more responsible. It's like cleaning those things up, I feel like is going to improve your finances, plain and simple. You have this ring card. It says a marriage will take place either romantic or in business. I feel both for a lot of you, that there's some sort of contract or commitment coming in for you as far as your finances are concerned. But I also feel that if you're meeting a person, this could be the person that you marry. I feel like for some of you, you are messaging this person. Take it how it resonates. Again, could be a fellow earth sign. I kind of feel it's someone you know socially, like I said, if this message is for you. Or again, you could be meeting this person through like social media or whatever. But, again, looks like it could lead to marriage. There you go. You have this bow card. It says you are highly thought of. Definitely a lot of attention coming in for you at this time. I think we talked about this at some point in your reading, how you could be inspiring other people as well, which I also feel would be a good idea. You also have this tiger card. It says doing something risky, taking a chance. Are you kidding me? Definitely take the risk. Take the chance. I would go for it. Whatever risk you're thinking about taking here, clearly you have like 3 risk cards. We're going to pull 3 cards now. I want you to think of a question, and just one question. I'm going to answer it with all 3 cards and try to answer it as if I know what your question is. So we're going to see, feel free to pause the reading now. And you have the 9 of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Definitely could be a new love offer coming in for you. I feel like this is saying end the past situation here. 9 of Swords is like round around. I feel like some of you could be ending a round around situation with a person. There's definitely new love coming. It could be a water sign as well. And I feel like it's very deep, kind of like a very deep emotional connection with this energy. For others, I feel like this is saying that you need to tap into the power of your emotions. Kind of like I said, I would change your thoughts, like work on that, like work in sitting in positive emotions or changing negative thought patterns that you have. Again, trust me, I was a super negative person years ago, so it took me a long ass time to change it, but I did. So, there you go. This looks really good here, Virgo, so thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.